So today I wanted to film something a little bit different. I think I've probably mentioned it in my previous video, but today I want to do a vision board with me video. I've never actually seen any of these before, which I'm quite surprised by, but I thought it would be really interesting for me to change up my vision board and do it on camera and kind of talk about my process. So that's what I'm going to do. I haven't really planned how I'm going to do it much, so we're kind of winging it, but I'm okay with that. At the moment I've got my current vision board next to me here. I have some pens, loads of washi tape and a pile of magazines and some stuff I've already taken from magazines because I wanted it on future vision boards. Usually with my vision board I just take things off as and when, but I feel like I really need a fresh start, so I'm going to take everything off and start again. So I'll show you, I'll probably insert a clip here of my vision board as it is currently, and then we're going to get taking stuff off. Okay, so everything is going to come off the vision board, but obviously there is a reason the things were on there in the first place, so maybe I'll explain why some of the less obvious ones are on there. But I'm going to take it all off and then I'm going to sort things into categories of things which definitely want to go back on the vision board, things which can go, things I don't want anymore, and things which will maybe make it back on, or I might put on future vision boards or like scrapbooking and stuff. I think I might move the vision board onto my bed and then sit on my bed and start taking stuff off. Okay, so I have an empty vision board. I've got two piles of things I've taken from my vision board. I said I was going to make 2 piles, 3 piles. I've ended up with 2. The pile of things which I may be keeping, I won't actually show you these. We'll just see which ones end up on the main vision board. The things I'm getting rid of, and these things just didn't resonate with me anymore. So, for example, I've got this one which says The Great Escape. I had this because I was very unhappy in a job and it felt like I needed to escape it. I didn't work there anymore, so I didn't need to escape anything. And this one, which was just a picture I don't like it anymore. I mean, I didn't mind it, but I don't care about it. This one, which says Free Spirit. Now, that's a bit of an odd one, but I'm going to write a blog post about this, but I've always been very much like, oh, I'm capable of looking after myself. I don't need a man. I don't need blah blah blah. Like, I'm trying to be this strong, fierce, independent woman narrative going on. And like, maybe I do eventually want to meet somebody, but I feel like things like that where I'm like playing up that it's cool to be free and do my own thing could block that. I've probably done a terrible job of explaining, but I think you'll know what I mean. Obviously, being a free spirit is a great thing, but I don't want that to be a focus of mine. If I form relationships which make me less free, I'll be happy with that. And also, I feel like I am quite a free spirit, especially when this video is getting deep. Coming out of my last relationship, I felt like I lost myself, and I feel like I found myself again, and I feel like me. Now, it was a long time ago I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. He's a really lovely guy, we're still friends, hi Benj, but I felt like I was known as Benji's girlfriend rather than Chloe, and I feel like I've kind of achieved the free spirit thing. I feel like myself again. I feel like people think of me as me and not in relation to another person now. Also, rid of these. That was just some pink stuff I liked. I just don't know, I'm not feeling it anymore. And this is, it's got quite a long quote on it, but I never read it in the time it was up there, so a waste of space. Got this one over and over and over again. And I put that up to kind of make me think about my work ethic, that I'd be willing to do things over and over and over again, and that I'd keep trying, which is true, but I think it also implies that a lot of hard work is always needed, and maybe that's not always necessary. These descriptions could be terrible, but this is how how I'm perceiving another load of pink stuff. And then I got these two. I'll let you into my honest truth, and I'd rather be honest. Now these are coming down because I do value honesty a lot, but I think sometimes I just don't need it, and sometimes it opens you up to being vulnerable online when you're honest online, and sometimes it's not necessary. I don't know, I like to be authentic, and I think that's part of who I am and the content I create, but I need to draw a line as well. So I guess I've taken those away to symbolise me drawing that line. Right, my vision board here. Now, I created my vision board one day, unplanned, because I'd been thinking about doing it for a while, but I didn't have a board. And then one day I was like, oh no, I'm doing it today. So I found a board. And this was like an art board. So you clip artwork onto it. And I just used that because it was what I had, and I've never replaced it. Now, stupidly, I always stuck stuff to the side with the clips and had things poking out because of the clips. So I'm going to turn it around so that we've got a flat surface to work with, and I've got a shit ton of blue tack and a shit ton of washi tape, and we're going to go through magazines and stick things on. But first let's turn it around, I think. Right, now is the part where I look through magazines. I have a pile of magazines next to my bed as well, which are magazines which I am currently reading. I haven't kind of been through them properly, and magazines I'll pick up in the mornings if I fancy reading a magazine. So I will get those out as well, in case I find some gems in those. But I'm going to start looking through some magazines. I've got some down here. I realised I just did that. I was touching my magazines that you cannot see. Let's start looking through magazines. I just went to grab some important supplies for pre-magazine flicking through. So I've got post-it notes. If I come across any articles I want to read, I'm going to mark them while I'm at it, because if I'm going through the magazines I may as well. I grabbed my laptop so I could watch Gilmore Girls while I flick through magazines. I grabbed a bowl of random snacks. We've got loads of leftover Christmas food, and I'm peckish. I got some dip, some like crisps or chips or whatever you want to call them, and nuts and cheese twists, and then a random bar, and I got myself a cup of tea. So I'm ready to flick through a bazillion magazines. I'm probably going to move the camera so that you can see me, but I'm not sure where or how. Or even if I use this camera, I may use my other camera because it might just be easier. But I guess you'll see. So I'm sure you can tell it is not the same day, it's a couple of days later. Finished the vision board yesterday, so today is Monday and I'm going to finish the vision board. So I have a tray of stuff. Now in this tray I've put washi tapes, some white tack and some more washi tape, some stickers, some blue tack, stickers, and then I've got all of my magazine cuttings. I've also taken my calendar from last year off the wall. It is the Bando one, and I'm going to go through and just rip off the pages which I liked because I thought they could be good on the vision board or in a frame. So I just want to go through and get them ready before we do anything else. Okay, so I think I'm finished. I think it's done for now anyway. It will obviously change through the year. But I've got to say, I am bloody chuffed with this. I prefer it so much more to my last vision board. So much more aesthetically pleasing. And what I found with it as well is finding images. So when I look for the images for my vision board, I don't really go with a plan of what I'm looking for. I just go for what jumps out at me. And it really makes you realise what you want and what your new priorities are, I guess. So yeah, it's very interesting. So I will show you now. I'm very chuffed with it. I think it looks great. I'm super happy. There's a tiny gap on it, which it's just how it's worked out, so I don't really know what to do about that little gap, but I don't think it matters. I did want some writing on it. I did want to write some stuff on it, but I actually think I've got enough on it, so I don't know whether that's necessary. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. So I'm going to show you. Okay, so here it is. Here we go. So I've got a bloggers at Fashion Week cut out on there because I would quite like to get invited to Fashion Week. It's something that I often think about. For me, I think it's a real status symbol in blogging if you're at Fashion Week as a blogger. So that is something I've wanted, and that's been on my vision board for a while as well. So it kind of symbolises building my blogging career. And then I've got a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And I just think that's a great quote. A picture of some people reading, and I just really liked it. I've got energized and empowered. Read, listen, dream. Out of the Woods, which I've really liked, and it's got a beautiful picture next to it, which I really like because I think lately I've been feeling a lot of sadness, and that kind of, I want to get out of that. I want to get out of the woods with that, if that makes sense. I've got Rewrite Your Career, Cosmic Love, and this picture with the boobs, if I go down, is The Art of Love, which I guess I'm becoming more open to romance. I've got Find Your Purpose, which is something which is very important to me. Financially Fabulous, because money matters. A girl on a beach by herself having a good time, because I like the image. I'd like to do some more seaside-y stuff, and I'd like to kind of embrace doing things alone as well. A girl with her coffee in a coffee shop, because who doesn't want to spend their life in a coffee shop? New writing, because I will continue writing. And then Dream It, Write It, Do It, which speaks for herself. The World at Her Fingertips. And this one is attached to an image, Creative Space. I really like the space, and I like the idea of having a creative space. Happy Place, and a picture of the back streets of Paris, which is somewhere I would like to visit again. Living Your Best Life, which obviously speaks for herself. And then we're back up in the corner, and we've got Sunshine State of Mind. So initially I was intending to talk a little bit about what I learned about what I want from my vision board, and kind of more details about how I choose images and stuff, and the thought process which goes into it. But I think this video is already quite long, so I'm going to do a blog post to go alongside it. I'm not sure when it will be up because I've got a lot of blog posts planned, but I will figure it out, and I'll write on the screen here when you can expect the blog post to go up. So that blog post will be up soon. I am super chuffed with my new mood board. I like it so much more than my one before. It seems a lot happier and a lot calmer as well. Yeah, my other one wasn't as calm as this one. I feel quite calm when I look at it. My other one had a lot going on. Right, I'm really pleased with that. Really, really pleased with it. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. So hopefully that will start impacting my life a bit. So I'm going to keep it in my bedroom in a space where I can see it. At the moment it's in the corner, but I'm probably going to put it in front of my fireplace. It's a closed fireplace, it's not an open fireplace, it's locked up. So I'll probably put it in front of my fireplace or beside my mirror, but we will see. Either way, I really am happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's inspired you a bit. If you've got a vision board, I'd love to hear about your process with it, or I'd love to see more of it. I hope this was helpful in some way, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Sending you good vibes. Hope you're having the best day, and I will see you really soon. Bye.